Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I'm about a minute late. I want to welcome you to my Facebook Live, Creating Cards with Debbie. It is October 14th, 2022, and let me bring you up on my laptop so I can watch for comments as you come on. Be sure you comment when you come on, and so I can recognize you. And let me mute this because I don't need my voice twice. Okay, I'm still trying to bring up my laptop. It's a little bit slow this morning. Alright, looks like I've got us. Bring it up so I can watch comments. And I'm thinking I need to maybe zoom in just a little tiny bit. Alright, and we're going to scooch over just a bit. And I don't know why I'm crooked. That seems to be making it worse. Let's go this way. Okay, I think we're going to leave it as is. I've got a lot of shadows going on this morning. I guess it's from our sunshine this morning. But I'm going to just go with it. I don't want to be messing around too much this morning. Like I said, I'm creating cards with Debbie on Facebook. And you can shop in my store at www.debbiefoster.stampinup.net. And here is our October host code, which is CSEA9XKB. And use that code if your order is under $150. And if it's over $150, don't use that code because you'll receive rewards from Stampin Up. And let me introduce myself. My name is Debbie Foster. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas. And if you need to reach me for anything, you can email me at creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com, or you can just private message me on Facebook, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, so we're going to get our housekeeping things done for now. Let's see. Alright. Okay, Paper Pumpkin is a monthly kit that you can subscribe to. And for October, it is from the North Pole. It says, have a handmade and heartfelt Christmas. Subscribe by November 10th to enjoy fabulous crafting. And the paper pumpkin, excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. The Paper Pumpkin kits come with everything that you'll need in them. And even with your first paper pumpkin that you get, you'll also get a acrylic block so that you'll have. But after your first one, then you don't get the acrylic block each time. You just get all the supplies that you need for the kit. So let's put some sparkle into this year's Christmas giving. It says, make this Christmas the merriest ever with 12 easy-to-make tags to adorn your pretty packages. Combine them with last month's coordinating Ho 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 Paper Pumpkin Kit for even more creative fun. This kit contains enough supplies to make 12 tags, 4 each of 3 designs. Includes mint macaron glitter die cuts and specialty snowflake die cuts. It coordinates with October's Ho 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 Paper Pumpkin Kit and add-on. And you can add on these little bags. It says, pick up this fun gift packaging add-on to coordinate with November's glittery tags and die cut pieces from October's Ho 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 Paper Pumpkin Kit. So it looks like lots of fun. Okay, so that's Paper Pumpkin. Let me scooch some things out of the way here. And Stampin' Up! Has added a new kit to their kit collection. It's called Birthday Card Organizer Kit. And says, get ready for the latest addition to the kids collection by Stampin' Up! The Birthday Card Organizer Kit has everything you need to plan ahead and never forget another birthday again. And I like it because it has little pockets on each month that you can save the cards that you make, birthday cards, and you can write down the dates when people's birthdays are. And it comes with 12 cards that you can make, plus all the pages and all the extra add-ons and envelopes. And it says, kit includes one 8x10 monthly planner with space to record birthdays each month, as well as a pocket sleeve to hold birthday cards. It includes 12 full-size birthday cards, 6 of 2 designs, and 12 coordinating envelopes. Includes glue dots, Stampin' Dimensionals, adhesive-backed embellishments, and tear and tape adhesive. It includes die-cut florals and pieces ready for you to use, no prep work required. It includes sticker sentiments and die-cut labels in Dutch, English, French, and German. Coordinating colors are basic black, evening evergreen, petal pink, Sahara sand, and soft succulent. And I've already ordered my kit, but it hasn't came yet. I think it'll be here next Thursday or Friday, I believe. So I'm really anxious to get it, and it might help me to stay organized and remember birthdays if I have them wrote down in a little journal like that. So looking forward to it. All right, so starting November 1st until January 4th of 2023, Stampin' Up! Has a new fitting florets collection coming out. And I'm just making sure that's fitting in the screen. Yeah. And we still got a lot of shadows. I want to apologize for that. It's called Fitting Florets, available November 1st through January 4th of 2023. It says, give your collection a refresh with sweet, subtle tones and elegant designs. Create heartfelt cards and crafts for all occasions, including Christmas. There's a special Christmas stamp set that you can get, but that's available until January 4th. And it has embellishments, which are, well, let's see. The Fitting Florets collection includes Frame Florets Bundle, which is this here, and Framed and Festive Stamp Set, which is this one here. It's a Christmas one with all kinds of sentiments on it, and I love the fonts on those. Fitting Florets 12x12 Designer Series paper, and then gold adhesive backed swirls for the embellishments. They're really pretty. In fact, I have them right here. They're not real thick, so they should mail really good. There's not much height to them, not much bulk, but they're really pretty. And let me see, am I missing anything on there? But if you join my team this month, you can get this in your kit. So for the whole collection, it's $97.50, or you can purchase each one separately if you'd like. But like I was saying, if you join my team this month, you can pay $99 and you'll get to have, let me get this out of the way first and I can bring that over. Yes, the starter kit, you get join for $99, but you get $155 worth of products, and that's free shipping, and you'll get a past Paper Pumpkin kit along with that. You don't need to do what I do. You can just do it as a as a hobbyist, and you can get a discount on all your future orders. You'll get a discount on it. It's a fabulous time to join Stampin' Up, and it's for a limited time only. It's only for the month of October, so it started October 4th through October 31st. So that's a wonderful opportunity. Usually it's only $125 worth of product, but they boosted it up to $155 worth of products for only $99. It doesn't take long to spend $99, I tell you. Okay, let me see if I'm missing anything. If you have any questions on that, reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you or answer any questions that you might have. Okay, that's all of our housekeeping news that we need to go through, so we can go ahead and get started here. Let me put my paperwork out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't fall on the floor. But here's one of the cards that I made with that new suite. And there's lots of dies. You get 13 dies. There's 2 pages. So let me just bring those out really quick before we get started. But we don't have any oval dies or anything, so these will cut out an oval. So it kind of replaced our oval dies that we used to have, I guess. Plus they're very pretty. I'll be starting to work on some cards here pretty soon for that. I've just got the one done that I did last night as a sample. And then this is what I did for the inside. Okay, we're going to set all that aside. Oops, I'm throwing things on the floor. But let's go ahead and get started with our projects. Our first project is going to be really simple because I'm showcasing more of the designer series paper, so it's not going to take us long. And it's a fall card and really good for Thanksgiving. It says, "You are such a blessing." And then here's the inside of it. And we're going to do some embossing, heat embossing with this card. So let me get all my bits and pieces and everything out of here. I want to apologize for not being here Wednesday on my normal time. I had a procedure done Tuesday at the hospital and I wasn't quite up to par. Wednesday I was still feeling kind of puny, so that's why I canceled it and changed it to today. So I hope this works for everybody, and if you're not able to be here live, be sure that you watch the replay later, and I'll be posting it on YouTube later today too, so if you want to watch it on YouTube, you can catch me there. And be sure if you're watching on YouTube that you hit that subscribe button down below. Uh-oh. I think I just lost my internet. Hold on. What is going on? We don't need this problem today. Let me do a refresh and see if I can bring it back up. I'm afraid we had to have some technical difficulties. Would be normal if we didn't. Resolving host. Let me check my phone. That says I'm still live, but oh goodness gracious. No internet. Are you serious? Why, oh why? I know a lot of demonstrators are having problems too. I don't know what's going on, why it's doing it. Hold on a second, I'm going to see if I can bring it back up. Let me try my iPad. Maybe it's my computer. Get to my page here and see what is going on. Well, that one looks like it's working. Maybe we are working. Let me go ahead and mute this. Sorry, y'all, there yet? I'm going to shut my laptop down. Just lost my cord. And then I need to plug in my iPad so that I don't lose it. And get my cables out of the way here. Okay. Alright, I apologize for this delay. Good morning, Maxine from sunny Michigan. Glad you're able to join me this morning. I was having technical problems. I lost my internet for some reason, so let's get back at the program here. We've got our basic black, which is 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and then I've scored it in the middle at 4 1/4 inches. And we're just going to burnish the edge of our card to give it a good fold. And we'll set that aside. And if you didn't see, this is the card that we're doing. Alright, I always get flustered when I have technical problems. I shouldn't let it bother me, but it does sometimes. And then our designer series paper comes from the Rustic Harvest designer series paper. It's very pretty, very fall. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors on it. And some gourds, and some squirrels. And these are all double-sided, 12 by 12. But we're using this pattern here, and it measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And then we have some other strips of designer series paper. This one measures 1.5 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and then this one with the acorns measures 7/8 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So this should come together fairly fast. We're going to go ahead and attach our smaller designer strips to our card front. And I'm just using my liquid glue. This is my adhesive of choice. I always grab that. What are your favorite adhesives? Do you like the liquid glues? Do you like the designer, or the, I was looking at the paper and saying designer series, the tape runners, or what do you like using for your adhesive? And then we're going to place this one over the top of that one. It's just the back side of this other yellow one. Okay, and I don't think there's a wrong way, but I think I'm going to do it this way. And we're just going to center that on top of this other one. And then we're going to glue this to the front of our card. Alright, make sure I've got it going the right direction here. I have been known to put them upside down or on the wrong side of the card, or it happens. Alright, and we'll press that down. And then we're going to do some heat embossing here. And Stampin' Up! Came back with their embossing buddy and their tray, and also the reverse tweezers where you press it and it holds, and then a little brush to clean off your embossing powder. We're going to use our embossing buddy first, and we're going to get rid of any static cling that may be on our paper. And this measures, I forgot to say that, that's 1 inch by 2 inches. So we're going to just put a little bit of that on our paper. And the stamp set that we're using is the Hello Harvest, and also the dies, which are here somewhere. Yes, here it is. And the rustic pumpkin dies, and mine are kind of all over the place here. I need a magnetic sheet in there, I guess. I just hadn't got around to that. Alright, so we're going to do the stamp that says "You are such a blessing," and I'm going to use my Versamark ink. Okay, Maxine, you like the tape and the glue? Yeah, I do too. It just depends on what project I'm doing, I guess. Mostly is what adhesive I use. Alright, so we're going to stamp that with our Versamark ink right in the center. Alright, and put our lid on our Versamark. And then our embossing powder comes in the metallics. And I'm going to use the, I guess it's the copper. Yes, it's got copper, silver, and gold are the 3 colors in there. But we're going to use the copper. Bring my tray over here. And I think I'm going to use this. I don't get finger smudges on there. It'll pick up the oils out of my fingers. And the lotion that I've got on my hands. So we want to avoid that. So we're just going to dump that onto our paper here. And I'm going to look to make sure I've got a good coverage. And tap that off a little bit. And it looks good. And then when you want to dump out your powders, you just take this screw off of here, this cap, and then you dump it into your bottle again. And we'll set that aside. Put cap on there so I don't lose it. And our embossing powder. Okay, and we're going to bring our heat gun over here, and I apologize for the noise that it's going to make. It takes a while for the gun to heat up a little bit to start changing the embossing. It should start here. There it goes. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. That's about all it takes. You don't want to hold it on there too long because you can burn your embossing powder and then it'll turn black and off colored for you. So we don't want that. It says, "You are such a blessing." Alright, so we're going to place that up on dimensionals. And I'm going to use up the edges of my dimensionals here that I've got. And I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick those up because I don't have no fingernails to grab anything. So we're just going to put, we'll go ahead and use 4. I've cut my dimensionals in half. It kind of makes them go a little farther. So, we're all about saving money nowadays with the price of everything. Alright, we're going to take our Take Your Pick tool and we're going to pop those backings off. And then we're we're going to place that onto our card front, and I'm going to put it to the left side. And so we've got the leaf stamp here, and I've got Cajun Craze and Mossy Meadow are our colors that we're using. And I've got a little scrap paper here. Cardstock, scrap of cardstock I should say. We're going to start with the Mossy Meadow, and we're going to stamp one leaf of each color. And then I'm going to bring in my chamois to clean my stamp in between. Be sure that you share the video and like it. That helps me get more viewers, and I'd really appreciate that if you would. Okay, and we're done at the Mossy Meadow. I'm trying to figure out where to set things out when I'm done with them so I can keep from having such a mess here. And then we're going to do the other one with the Cajun Craze. And I'm going to clean that off too at the same time. And close up our stamp pad. Okay, so there's our two leaves, and we've got dies that will cut those out. And let me get this out here, and it's this one right here. So this will cut it out, but I've already done that ahead of time to save little time. And there's our two. The magic of TV, you know. Okay, get these back in there without losing them. Alright, so we've got our two leaves, and we're going to place those up on dimensionals also. So let's turn them over and grab our dimensionals back here again. And I bent that leaf a little bit. There we go. Straightened it out. And I'm just going to put two on each one. Well, it would really be one, I guess, cut in half. Alright. So let's do the Cajun Craze one first. Pop those backings off. And we're going to place them over our designer series paper on the right side. And maybe I can just peel these off, yeah. And then the green Mossy Meadow one, we're going to just kind of overlap it onto the other one. And then I've tied a double bow using the baker's twine. It's a 5-pack. I don't think I brought it over here. No, I didn't. It's a 5-pack of twine that you can get out of Stampin' Up. So we've done a double bow. We're going to just place that onto our leaves, and we're going to use the mini glue dots. I'm stumbling for my words today. I don't know why. The internet had me flustered, I guess. And we're going to roll that into a little tiny ball so it doesn't stick out from the twine there. We're going to place that right on the tips of those leaves. Speaking of leaves, they sure are falling right now. My husband was out there chopping them up with the mower, and he was in another section of the yard, and I've seen all of them come flying back down again. I was just kind of giggling at them. It was pretty funny. Okay, so there's the front of our card, and now we're going to work on the inside of our card. And I've got a basic white which measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and then another strip of the designer series paper that is 3/4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and we're just going to place that along the bottom. Okay. Am I straight? I think I'm straight. Alright, and on the inside, I am going to add our sentiment, which I didn't get out yet. And I gotta reach over here and get a block. And I did emboss that one too, so let's go ahead and do the same for that. And it says, wishing you the loveliest day. And I'm just gonna put that in the center, upper portion. And of course, put our lid on our Versamark. And we'll bring our tray back over here and our embossing powder. Oh, and I didn't use my embossing buddy, so that looks pretty good, so I think I lucked out. We're just going to set this aside for now, and I'll clean it up later. Let's bring our heat gun back over here. It shouldn't take us long because it should be already fairly heated up already, so yes, it's starting to turn already. Copper embossing powder is really pretty. I don't know if the camera is picking it up that well, but it's really pretty. Alright, so we're going to add that to the inside of our card. Hope everybody's having a good day today. It's a pretty day. We've got pretty sunshine. And I think our temperatures are supposed to be back up in the 80s today, but we've got a cool down coming next week. So I'm going to have to bring my flowers in. I think Tuesday night we're supposed to be down in the 30s, I think it said. So I have a plumera tree that I don't want it to get zapped or anything, so I'm going to bring that in for sure. And then a couple other plants. So there's the inside of our card. Wishing you the loveliest day. And on the outside it says, you are such a blessing. So that's our first card for today. Okay. Alright, so let's go on to our second card. And like I said in the description of the video, I said pumpkins and gnomes today. So that's what we're doing. We're going to do a couple of each. So I'm using the gnomes on this one. And it's a very cute set. Let me get that out and show you. It says kindest gnomes. It's a stamp set, and then the gnomes dies. You can get those as a bundle and you'll save 10%. So very, very cute. But here's the card. It's kind of a fun fold. It says Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And then you open this section and it's the best time of the year. And I took the sentiment out of the Peaceful Deer. This was one of the sets that was in last year's catalog, and they brought it back this year. So I'm enjoying that. It's the best time of year is the sentiment that we're using. And here's our card. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got all of our bits and pieces, instructions, all that good stuff. I'll get that out of the way. And the paper that we're using is the Storybook Gnomes. And I do need to grab this out of here because we're going to die cut one of the mushroom houses, I guess is what they are. And Very pretty papers. And the dies cut out these little characters, so that's handy. Except I don't think there is a die for the little girl one, but the other ones have a die that work with it. And very cute. I'm going to have to order me another pack of this because I've already used quite a few sheets already and I don't want to run out. You know, we can't hoard the stuff, we need to use it, so if I order more, then I won't worry about saving it for a better project. You know, something might come up that you need to use it for. I'm going to cut out this little mushroom house, and then I'm going to die cut that out. So we're going to bring in our, I guess I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I'm going to go ahead and die cut this while I'm at it. I'm going to bring in my baby boss and my 3 plates. I'm going to be using a number 3 and then 2 of the number 2 plates, cutting plates. And I gotta grab that die that goes with that. Mushroom house, which is this one here. And bring our mushroom over here. Just making sure I'm on camera. And I like to use a little bit of washi tape to hold my die in place so it doesn't move on me when I'm trying to cut. That has happened a few times. Whoops. I think I need some new washi tape out. But we're going to make this one work for today. And put our plates on there. And hoping I'm not jiggling the table too much. A little bit, I can hear it. Alright, so here's our little mushroom house. So we'll set that over there. We'll take our die off of there. And I'm going to put my die in my metal dish so I don't lose it. Alright, so let's get back to the card making portion of it. And we've got our basic black. We have 2 of those. We have one that measures 5.5 inches by 4 1/4 inches. Oops. Hold on a second. I'm looking at the wrong instructions here. Yes, that's right. Okay. So that one's 5.5 by 4 1/4 inches, just our standard size card. And then I have another basic black that is 8 inches by 3 inches, and I've scored that at 4 inches. And we're just going to fold that and burnish that. Alright. And then we have a designer series paper that measures 5 1/4 inches by 4 inches. And this is the back side. I hate to not use that, but I wanted this side, so that gives me a reason to order some more. And that'll go right there. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down. Okay. And we're going to leave a small border going around. And try to get it straight. At least with the liquid glue, you have time to move it around if you need to. I call it wiggle room. Alright, and then on this one, we're going to have some more designer series paper, which are the snowflakes, and this is on the back side. And that measures 3 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And we're going to attach that to the front of our black card. So next week I should be back on my regular time on Wednesday morning, Central Time at 10:30. And I've got some projects in the works here, but I'm not quite sure if they're going to be our card for next week or not, so I'll have to wait and let you know then. I need to get started on Christmas cards. I haven't really gotten a chance to do those yet, so I need to. And we're going to take our basic white, which is 2 5/8 inches by 3 5/8 inches. And we're going to stamp our sentiment on there, which is, it's the best time of the year. And we're just using black Memento ink. And okay, I want to make sure that's stamping right. Yeah, okay. And we're just going to place that in the center of our white cardstock. It's the best time of the year. And I'm going to put my lid on my ink pad so I don't drop my card or something in it that I don't want to. And that's going to go on the inside of our card. Sure is quiet this morning. Looks like it's a bit crooked, but I guess it's straight. Okay, now we can attach this to our card front. And we're going to place that right in the center. And I think I hear my husband on the lawnmower. I hope that doesn't make a lot of noise on our video this morning. Alright, and we're going to stamp our little girl onto a scrap of cardstock using our black Memento ink. Like I said, she doesn't have a die, so I'll have to fussy cut her out. But it's really easy. It's not really complicated to do it. Alright, and while we're at it, we're going to stamp our sentiment also. And I should have done that first. Let me get another scrap paper here. Is that long enough? Yeah. And I think I'm going to die cut that out first. So we're going to bring our baby boss back over here. We can die cut that out. I'm trying to figure out which way to go here. And I'd stamp it first, but I probably wouldn't have it in the right area, so I'm probably better off just die cutting the label out first. And then stamp it. Okay. Set that over here. Oh, I forgot to say where I've got the label from. That comes from the Stylish Shapes dies. We've got circles and squares, and then we've got some banners. I think there's 3 different sizes of banners that come with that. And there's 15 dies in there, so you get a lot of dies. I'm always using these. It's usually the first ones I grab on my projects. So let's bring our other sentiment that says Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And here there are fuzz or something I had to take off. Alright, so we're going to try to get this centered on here. Aha, I lucked out. I thought, oh no, I should have cut 2 labels. I did good, the banner. So we're going to set that aside. We're going to do a little bit of coloring on our girl. And let's see. I've got the right colors here. So I'm going to use Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, Pale Papaya, and the ivory is going to be for her face. And for her hair, we're going to use Soft Suede. And I think that's all. I think I said everything. So we're going to go ahead and start with our Night of Navy. We're going to do her hat. I was looking at the time. Yeah, I guess we're okay with the time. So I'm just going to give her some shadows for the shading of her hat using the dark first. I like to start out with the dark and then go to the light to blend it in. There's really no exact way to do it, so it's whichever you prefer to do. And I'm just putting this where there might be shadows. So I'm just going to outline right there. And then I'm going to come in with the light, Night of Navy. And we'll kind of blend that in a little bit. So I hope y'all are having a good week. It's hard to believe today's Friday already. I don't know where the time goes. Do y'all have any plans for the weekend? I guess we don't. I don't know. Nothing in particular. Nothing exciting. Alright, so there's her hat. And I'm going to kind of smooth out some of these lines with the other end. Okay. And then we're going to do the Balmy Blue. We're going to do her shirt. And I start out with the dark again. And I'm just going to do her collar with the dark Balmy Blue. And then I'm going to do her shirt with the light Balmy Blue. I'm not going to do any shading on this one. And I think I'll do the little ruffle on her shirt sleeves with the dark. And come back in with the light Balmy Blue and finish up her shirt. And don't forget her sleeves. And I need to come back with the dark Night of Navy. I want to do her skirt. Okay. And then we're going to do her apron with the dark Pale Papaya. And also her buttons of her shirt and her stockings. and her mittens. Okay, and that's my color lifter. I'm going to do her face with the ivory. And I'm going to do her nose again to get it a little bit darker. There we go. And I'm going to bring out my soft suede to do her hair. And I'm going to start with the dark and give her some highlights. And I'm also going to do her shoes with the light soft suede. And filling her hair with a light soft suede. I remember wearing braids in my hair when I was young. I used to have long hair. I'm not sure if too many do it anymore. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to bring back my pale papaya, and I'm going to do her hair ties with the dark pale papaya. Okay, so now we're ready to cut her out, which I have already done. There she is. I guess you didn't have to watch me doing all of that, and could have shortened it some. So let's bring our card front back, and we've got our mushroom house and a little girl and everything. So I'm not going to pop up the mushroom house. I'm going to glue that directly down to our card front. And you don't really need any on this section here, so we're just going to concentrate and do the other side, the left side, or right side I should say. And we're going to place our mushroom house down. But I am going to pop our little girl up on dimensionals. So let me bring my dimensionals back out here. And we'll place probably 5 on her. I don't want her to be sinking on our card. I want it to be well supported. We'll place 1 in the center. Well, I guess 4 is good enough. That should hold her up pretty good. And we're going to place her off to the right side of our mushroom house. And then we're going to place glue on our Merry Christmas, but I'm only going to glue this section of it, so I'm going to hold my finger there so I don't go past that area. And just put a layer of glue. And place that down. Hold it a second. Okay, so there we have our card front. I didn't put any embellishments on this because I didn't want to take away from the scene of the mushroom house and the little girl. And it opens like this. It says, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's the best time of year. So that's our second card. And you could put another layer of white cardstock on the back if you wanted more room to write. but I just left mine for now. We'll maybe add it later. Alright, so let's bring out our next card, which is using the pumpkin and the gnome. And it says hello, and then I didn't do anything on the inside yet. I'm undecided what I want to put in the inside. I might just put my cardstock in there and keep it as a place to write a note maybe. Not really sure. It's kind of open for suggestions, I guess. So with this one we used the Kindest Gnomes, and also the dies for that. Let me close this up. The gnome dies in the stamp set. And then we also used the Hello Pumpkin bundle, which is the Hello Harvest and the Rustic Pumpkin dies. So we're going to set that aside for a moment. Ouch. I skinned my finger the other day and it's pretty sore yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with that. Bring our bits and pieces out here. And I've done a lot of the prep work on this ahead of time, so you don't have to painlessly sit there and watch me coloring. Okay, so our card base is our Evening Evergreen cardstock. And that measures 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches, and then it's scored in the middle at 5 1/2 inches. So we're going to go ahead and fold that, and we'll burnish the edge of our card. And what did I do with my instructions? Okay. Oh, my nose is itching. Guess somebody's talking about me. Okay, I've got our basic white, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and that measures, oh okay, I did say the measurements, and I embossed this using the Fern 3D embossing folder, but I've already done that ahead of time, so it's already done. And also our mat is going to be our pumpkin pie, which is 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. So we're going to go ahead and attach our embossed layer to that layer. And when I have embossed layers, I like to put a little extra glue just to make sure that it's holding good. I don't want it lifting up after you receive it. That wouldn't be good. So we're going to center that on our pumpkin pie. And I've got a pack of pumpkin pie cardstock that I used for this, and I cannot find where I put it. I don't know. I don't think I used it all. It's just one of those things that have been racking my brain. It drives you crazy when you can't find something you know you have. Where some other demonstrator was talking the other day about, have you ever put something away so good that you forgot where you put it? Yes, I have. It was my Mad Money that I had. I'd put it somewhere, and I couldn't remember where I put it. It took me probably about 6 months to be able to find it, and I finally found it, so that made me happy. I had more money than I thought I did. Okay, so we're attaching that layer to the front of our card. We're going to set that aside, and got our scrap paper, and that's our inside paper. So we're going to do some stamping. I'm going to stamp, our pumpkin, and I'm just using our basic black Memento ink, or tuxedo black I should say. And we're going to stamp our pumpkin. And we're going to stamp our flowers. These are all out of the Harvest Pumpkin, or Hello Harvest stamp set. And I think I can squeeze that up there. We're going to die cut all these, color them and then die cut them. And let's see what else I need. Okay, I need the little guy out of the gnomes. the one that's sitting down. And then we've got some little sunflowers here. We're going to make 3 of those. So 1, 2, and 3. Can we put 3 on here? Yes, there we go. Alright, and then we're going to put a cover on our ink. Okay, so here are all our stamping that we need to do. And I have already colored everything and die cut them all out. Here's our little guy, our pumpkin, our flowers, and our little flowers. There's 3 of those. And then our hello. We need to stamp our sentiment yet. We didn't do that. And I'm going to do that with our evening evergreen. Which is right here. Make a little bit of room here. And I'm going to see if I can get that on there straight. Aha, I did it. I wasn't real positive there. Okay, so we're going to start assembling. The colors of Stampin' Blends that I used are Daffodil Delight, Poppy Parade, Parakeet Party, Pumpkin Pie, Crumb Cake, and Ivory. So we're going to go ahead and start assembling. I'm going to put our pumpkin up on dimensionals. And pretty much all of them, except for the little flowers, are not popped up. So let's go ahead and do those. I may have to cut some more strips here. And probably Friday isn't a good day to do a live. I'm sure a lot of people do their errands on Fridays, but hopefully if they weren't here that they could come back and watch the replay later. So, and on the replays too, also comment, and I'll be sure to see your comments. And like I said, be sure you like and share the video. Tell your friends to come join us next week. Would love to have them. Okay, so we're going to place our pumpkin kind of towards the lower portion. And I want to kind of keep it off to the right so I can fit my sentiment over there. And in fact, we can go ahead and glue that down because we don't pop the sentiment up. So we'll put some glue on that and place it where we need it to be. And down in the lower left-hand corner. And we're going to place some sentiments on our flowers. Oops. The backing came off of that one, so that's okay. It saves us taking it off. I want to make sure I put enough on here so it doesn't sink in the middle. So what do I got? Alright, and we're going to place that over our pumpkin. So that's why we didn't color the stem of our pumpkin, because it's going to get covered up anyway. And our little gnome is only going to get dimensionals on his upper portion. And find another one here. And pull those dimensional backings off. Where's the weirdest places that you've found the backings of your dimensionals at? I got in the car the other day and I had one on the floorboard of my car, so they go all over the place. You never know where they're going to show up. So we're going to place our little gnome on top of our flowers right there. He's sitting on top of the pumpkin and on top of the flowers. All right, and then we're going to place some glue on the bottom or the back sides of our little sunflowers. And then we're going to place them along the edge of our pumpkin. Well, I think my bottle is getting towards the end of it. I got to shake it once in a while. And our third sunflower. Alright, so there we have our card front. And we're going to bring in some bling. We're going to be using the polished dots. And I think I'm going to go with the medium size. There's clear and then there's these. I'm not sure exactly what color they are, if they're polished pink or exactly what color they are. But I'm going to be using the larger ones. Oops. And I'm just going to place 3 on a card front. I like to do my embellishments in odd numbers. And maybe right there. Alright, and we'll go ahead and put our inside of our card. This measures 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. We'll go ahead and put that in the inside of our card. And like I said, I just left mine blank. I'm not exactly sure if I want to put a sentiment in there or if I just want to keep it blank and just write a little note. So I'll decide that later when I decide to send it to somebody. Alright, so there's the inside of our card. And okay, we didn't do too bad with time. Just a little over an hour. And like I said, if you could stay for the whole show, be sure that you come back and watch the replay later. And if you don't want to watch it on Facebook, you can grab it on YouTube. I'll have it loaded up there probably within the hour. So I was looking for the cap to my glue. So here's our 3 cards today. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm trying to get my comments to come up, which on my iPad for some reason. Hello Patricia, glad you're able to come. Be sure you go back and catch the replay to catch up on what you missed. Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of happy with them. We did just pumpkins and gnomes today. Usually I do all different, but I kind of stuck with the same theme this time. Something different. And like I said, I'll be back next Wednesday, my regular time, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing. I'm hoping to get some Christmas cards started. So there may be at least one Christmas card, hopefully. And I'll see you all next week. Be sure to tell your friends and family. Be sure you share and like the video. And even if you're watching it on YouTube, you can still share the video and like it. And be sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. And that way you'll be notified of any upcoming videos that I might do. So I want to let you go for today. Everybody have a great, wonderful weekend. Stay safe and stay healthy. They say the flu is going to be bad this year, so we've already gotten our shots, so we're good, I hope. And we'll see you Wednesday. That will be October 19th already. Wow. This month is almost over too. We're halfway through it already. So until then, thank you for being here, and goodbye. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.